All right, what's going on, y'all? This is Sean of MathSwap Tutoring here, and we have another "Can you solve this?" type of problem. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to get into this. As you see, we're dealing with logarithms, and I'm pretty happy about this one because this is a problem I found from, again, a math competition um, packet. However, this did not, it didn't have a solution, but I got a couple of answers. I checked one of them, and it was correct. So I want you to give it a try. But anyway, it is as follows. Log uh, base 64 of x minus log base x of 64 is equal to 5, 6. And we have to find x. Okay. So the first thing I did is I figured, okay, we need to, if we're going to combine any of this, we need to change the base of the logarithms, so it can be the same somehow. And so and I made my goal to not look up anything because I wanted to see what I could just do like from my memory. To change the base of a log, then you can do like this. So I wanted to change the base to 2 because I know 2 is a multiple of 64. So log base 2 of x over log base 2 of 64. That's another way of writing this first one here. And then that's going to be minus log base 2 of 64 over log base 2 of x equals 5, 6. Okay. Now, um, now if you look at log base 2 of 64, remember, whenever you see a logarithm, it's asking us what power of the base will give you 64. So the power of 2 that I give you 64 is 6, right? Yeah. 2 times, let me see, 2 to the fifth is 32 times 2 64. Okay. So we're going to rewrite this as log base 2 of x over 6 minus, and notice the same thing is up here, 6 over log base 2 of x equals 5, 6. Now, we want to combine these fractions. So that means we need to have a common denominator. So this is going to be 6 log base 2 of x. That's going to be the denominator. The numerator is log. So now remember, if we're doing a common denominator, then that means that you need to multiply the top and bottom by the same things to get the common denominator. So that means this first fraction would have needed to be multiplied by log base 2 of x in the top and the bottom. So this becomes log base 2 of x squared minus, and then this second fraction here would have needed to be multiplied by 6 over 6. So that means we have 36 here. Okay, and then that is equal still to 5 over 6. Okay, now, so let's look at this. So now, if you look at this, we can, excuse me, we can rewrite this bottom fraction here. Let me see if that's what I want to do. Oh, no, sorry. I'm just trying to remember what I did. So let's get this out of the denominator. So we're going to cross multiply, or at least we're just going to multiply this by this over here. So log base 2 of x quantity squared minus 36 equals 30 over 30 log base 2 of x over 6. Okay. Now, of course, 30 over 6 is 5, so this becomes log base 2 of x squared minus 36 equals 5 log base 2 of x. Now, when I looked at this, I was like, okay, hold on a second. We might be getting to a situation where we have like a quadratic equation that can be factored. So this is what I did. I set I said a is equal to log base 2 of x. So everywhere I see that, I'm going to put an a. So it's going to be a squared minus 36 equals 5a. Now I'm going to move this over here. So then you have a squared minus 5a minus 36 equals 0. So now let's see if we can factor this and find some values for a, and then we'll be close to done. So what times what is negative 36? That can add or subtract to give us negative 5. That'd be negative 9 and positive 4. So a minus 9, a, a plus 4 is equal to 0. Make sure that works. Yeah, that works. So now that means that a, oops, that looks like another a. So a minus 9 equals 0. A plus 4 equals 0. So there are two possibles. So a is either equal to 9 or a is equal to negative 4. Now remember, a is this. So that means log base 2 of x equals 9 or log base 2 of x equals negative 4. Now remember how to read a log. It's asking you, it's saying whatever's on the equal side is the power of the base that'll give you the argument. So 2, what power of 2 will give you x? That's 9. Okay? And so that means, in other words, x is equal to 2 to the ninth power, or x is equal to 2 to the negative fourth power. What power of 2 will give you x next? So, or in other words, x equals 1 over 2 to the fourth. So these are the answers that I got. X is 2 to the ninth power. X is 1 over 2 to the fourth power. Now, if you want, you can expand that. 2 to the ninth power is 512. And I'll write that. I'll write that here. And then 1 over 2 to the fourth power is just, you know, 1 over 16. 2 to 2, 4, 8. Yeah. All right. So those are the answers I got. I checked this one by plugging it back in, and it worked. Now, let me know if you got this answer as well, but not that bad. I was pretty happy about this one. Let me know again if you got the answer. Make sure you like and subscribe, and have a good one. Hey, thank you for watching this video. If you need math tutoring or you need SAT math help, look in the description to find out how you can sign up today. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you stay in touch with Math Swap Tutoring on YouTube. Have a good one.